Hi, I'm Brent, President and CEO of Lucan's Village Foods. I started in the grocery industry 12 years ago, and like most people, I simply had to come up through the ranks. I started really by bagging and carrying out groceries, and over time I got to work in many different departments. At one point, I was able to run the produce department, and I spent a lot of time stocking produce and entering invoices. At another point, I was the operations manager where I scheduled the front end. At other times, I helped other departments with hanging tags and signs and working in some IT work. Eventually, I became a store director, and I got to see the overall global view of our operation. And now finally, of course, I'm the president and CEO. All those positions along the way taught me different pain points, things that just seemed like they were a waste of time, motion that felt repetitive, that efforts that we did over and over that I wondered why couldn't these simply be automated. With that in mind, I was able to brainstorm with Nathan Uli, president of Atmosphere, and together we came up with a tremendously powerful software system called Global Storm. As we looked at our operation, we saw a lot of things that wasted time. One challenge that we had was we saw our stock personnel go to the back and do something they've probably done for 30 years. Cut out a piece of cardboard, grab a pen, walk out to an aisle, and write down a list of things that they needed to fill that aisle with. Then they go back to that warehouse, find those items, fill up their carts, and come stock. Wouldn't it make more sense, since we're already tracking sales and inventory levels on the shelves, for there to be an automatic way for them to have a pick list? It seemed like a no-brainer to us. And with this system, we feel that we're going to tremendously increase the productivity in our stock positions. Another thing that was a frustration was communication systems. We didn't want to go overhead with the communication system because we didn't want to disrupt our customers. But at the same time, we felt the need to communicate back and forth. The communication systems we looked at cost $200 a piece. But we felt that why can't the same software that helps us to pick our list and to stock our aisles also be the same communication device? For that matter, what about our scanning devices that scan in items that come in the back or help us with our inventory? Why do we have so many different pieces of hardware when we could have just a few, or even one? Since we've walked the floors and since we work with our customers every day, we knew that sometimes customers simply didn't have the time to wait in line. We knew at other times customers asked the number one question, what aisle is this in? Another thing that customers had a frustration with was they'd send a loved one, maybe a husband, to the grocery store with a list. He'd be frustrated. Many times I'd walk up and find a husband looking lost in a section. I'd say, can I help you find something? He said, my wife said oil, but there's like 60 of them. I know I'm going to get this wrong. As retailers, we really value our key people, our managers, to be in front of our customers, interacting with them. Unfortunately, in the past, our software really made it so that they had to spend inordinate amounts of time in the back office. Now, it was all necessary work. They had to do price changes. They had to grab items, run to the back, print signs, come back to the sales floor. But with mobile technology, now they have the ability to make changes right there on the floor, spending more time on the sales floor with their crews and with our customers. No one can deny now that mobile technology has become interwoven into the very fabric of all of our customers' lives. That's why we need to adapt to this. As retailers, we have to become a part of this in a way that customers want. This is that solution. Take advantage of it. Use Storm.